Imagine falling in love with someone you know you're going to lose. It's a cruel joke, but for Maya and Ethan, it was a harsh reality. Maya had leukemia, and Ethan had cystic fibrosis. They met at a support group, and it was love at first sight. They were both 19 years old, and they had their whole lives ahead of them. But with their illnesses, they knew they were running out of time. They decided to travel together to fulfill a dream, to see the northern lights in Norway. It was a trip they had always wanted to take, but now they had to make the most of the time they had. They were running out of time, but their love was only just beginning. They had to make the most of every moment, every kiss, every laugh. But as they traveled, they started to realize that their illnesses were getting worse. Maya's leukemia was in remission, but Ethan's cystic fibrosis was getting more severe. They knew they had to go back home, to be with their families, to face the reality of their illnesses. It was a hard decision, but they knew it was the right one. They had to say goodbye to their dream, to their chance to see the northern lights. But they knew they had each other, and that was all that mattered. They went back to their normal lives, but they were different. They were no longer just two teenagers with terminal illnesses, they were a couple, fighting for every moment they had together. They had to face the reality of their illnesses, but they also had to face the reality of their love. It was strong, it was true, and it was worth fighting for. But as the days went by, Maya's leukemia started to come back. She was in remission, but it was a temporary reprieve. They knew they had to make the most of every moment, every kiss, every laugh. They had to cherish every second they had together. They had to face the reality of their love, the reality of their illnesses. They had to face the fact that they might not have forever. But they also knew that their love was strong, that it was worth fighting for. They had to make the most of every moment, every second they had together. They had to say goodbye to each other, to their love, to their chance to live a life together. It was a cruel joke, but they knew it was a reality they had to face. Maya's leukemia had come back, and this time, there was no remission. She knew she was running out of time, and Ethan knew it too. They had to say goodbye, to each other, to their love, to their chance to live a life together. It was a hard goodbye, but they knew it was the right one. But even in the face of mortality, their love remained strong. It was a love that conquered all, even death itself.